Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to another week of Classroom Champions Live. Today is Movement Monday, so we are going to get you up and moving. We're going to play some fun games, and we are just going to have a great time today. If you guys are new to Classroom Champions Live, this is where we bring amazing athlete mentors right into your living room. And if you want to see more videos like this at the end, you can always check in at classroomchampions.org and find many more of our mentors bringing their messages to you. But today we have two-time Olympian and national champion Gilmore Junio with us. Gilmore is a speed skater. Gilmore, welcome.
Hey, thanks for having me. I'm super excited to join y'all.
Absolutely. Gilmore, can you tell the kids at home who are watching just a little bit about your sport?
Ours is 400 meters. We're always turning left, so we don't turn well going right. You'll see that our skates are a bit different than your usual hockey skate or figure skate. Our blades are extra long, and that allows us to have more glide and more speed on the ice. You saw there that doing a start, but basically it's a pretty simple sport. The fastest person wins, but it takes a lot of training. So you see here we're doing a little training together ahead. But going back a little bit to that training portion, we do a lot of training on the ice, but even more off the ice. So you see here, I'm kind of doing a little practice on corner setups and corner strength. And we have a bunch of different exercises that we can do, and super excited to share some of those with you today. We won't be doing this one, but we're going to be doing some stuff that kind of emulates skating and gives you the winter when we're on the ice.
Awesome. Well, I'm so excited to see those moves. Let's do a couple shout outs and see who's watching with us today. So sure. Let's see. From Canterbury, England, Elspeth says she used to skate in lessons, but not speed skating. So Elspeth, Gilmore is going to show you some cool things you can do to be ready for skating when that time comes around again, or just to get up and moving, because that's so important. Gilmore, you're home now, just like everybody else is at home. How are you doing your training at home? Or are you just going to show us that later?
Well, right now, actually, we're in our off season. So our season ended kind of mid-March. So we've kind of been taking it easy, but, right now we're actually starting to gear up. So I've just been doing some indoor training rides and, like I said, everyone's kind of been having to get a little bit creative. I was saying earlier that my roommate got to weight bar out of an old bike rack and, some old protein jugs full of water. So, just trying to keep moving. And take care of the body and the brain. With us just being inside, it's easy to get cooped up. So
it is very creative. All right. Well, so we have Riley at home watching with Ashley. Tanya is here as well. Good morning, Charlotte. Who else is here? Miss Nosier from Surrey, BC says, hi, Gilmore.
Hello.
And we have Erin back as well. So you guys, before Gilmore gets us up and moving, I would like to start with a little game. We haven't played trivia yet. So let's start with a trivia question. Is everybody ready? You guys remember, you can always put your answers right in the comments, and we'll see who gets it first. So let's see. Fast track, short track, long track, or clockwise track? He gave us a hint about this earlier. Does anybody remember? All right, let's see. In the meantime, Olivia is so excited for today's lesson. So excited to see you, Olivia. Cindy does speed skating too.
Skater.
Awesome.
Nice.
All right, you guys, what do you think? Fast track, short track, long track, or we have an answer. Olivia, long track. Is that right, Gilmore?
Nice.
Awesome.
Correct. That is correct.
Good answer. Good job, Olivia. All right, let's do the next one. I have one more for now, and then we're going to jump into Gilmore's movements. All right. So where were the last Winter Olympic Games held? The last Winter Olympics? Was it Disneyland, Rio, Brazil, Pyeongchang, South Korea, or was it Calgary? Who's got it? Gilmore, were you at the last Winter Olympic Games?
I was at the last Winter Olympics, so I know.
Awesome.
I know the answer.
You know the answer too. I was actually there as well as a coach, which was a little bit different for me. How were the last Olympic Games for you? Was that fun?
Yeah, it was a great time. The result wasn't, what I was hoping for, but, I think it's such an awesome time, and I got to share with my family, and, there's something just so special about the Olympics, and just being there is such a, a privilege to represent your country. So It's hard to say anything bad about the Olympic experience when you get to go.
Totally. All right, we have an answer. Pyeongchang, South Korea. That answer is correct. Awesome. Yeah. Ashley and Kat and Charlotte as well. Good job, you guys. All right, Gilmore. And Olivia got it as well. There we go. Good job, you guys. Awesome work. All right, Gilmore. I want you to show these guys what you do while you're training at home. Everybody at home, I want you to get up, get moving.
Sure.
Gilmore, you can tell us a little bit about why it's so important to stay moving as well. And let's see what you got.
Sure. Yeah, so I'll show you a couple of moves here. Like Emily's kind of said, it's super important when, especially right now when we're kind of just at home and it's easy kind of just stay at home, stay on the couch, watch Netflix or play video games. But in part of just taking care of your body, it's just a nice break to have for your mind and gets the blood flowing. And yesterday I just went out for a little bike ride here in Calgary, and I just felt so much better, a little more clear in my head. So, it's important just to keep moving, whether it is outside or inside. So today, I'm going to show you a little couple exercises that we do in the off season when we're not on the ice, and excited for you to join me. So first of all, we're just going to get our bodies kind of warm. It's important to kind of get the body moving. It's early, it's the morning. So we're just going to start doing some running on the spot, get that blood flowing. We're just going to go for 30 seconds or so, just run on spot. Little right turns. Like I said,
I thought you only turned left. Yeah, there we go. All right.
Yeah. I still try to figure it out. Try to be an ambi-turner. If you've seen Zoolander, you might get that reference. So running on spot. Okay, we're gonna get blood flowing. Little jumping jacks, full body movement, arms over your head, legs out. Really get the blood flowing now. Get that body warm. All right. And then next, should kind of be getting a little short on breath, feeling a little warmer, just like you have to warm up a car when you're getting ready to go on a trip. You got to warm up your body when you're about to do some physical activity. All right.
Nice. I want to know who's moving with Gilmore.
Only one moving because I'm feeling short on breath. All right. So after your body's warm, you should be breathing. You should feel a little temperature, at least in your arms and your legs. We're gonna reach up all the way up high, stretch your body out, and then reach all the way down, touch your toes. I don't know if you guys still see me.
We still see you. Olivia's doing all these with you. So thanks, great. Olivia. Right. Awesome.
You feel a stretch kind of in the back of your legs here. All right. Next one, stand up tall again. Stretch out. Next one you do, pick up one leg, standing on one leg, and just stretch out your quad here, your leg. Kind of feel a stretch in the front of the leg. Get that going. Just gonna hang out here for a bit. Get that moving. Shake that out. Switch legs. Whoa. Keep your balance.
It's basically a balance exercise too, right? Yep. I don't know about you guys at home, but I need to do these movements in the morning to get going also for sure.
All right. And now we're going to get into the speed skating stuff. So our first exercise of the day, we call them up downs. So basically when we're speed skating, we have to be nice and aerodynamic. So this is practicing a bit of our position and a little of that leg strength. So what we're going to do, I'll move the camera a bit, is that we're gonna kind of crouch down into a low position. You're gonna try to get your legs parallel to this, to the ground, and you're gonna go down and try to make yourself into a nice little tight ball. And all you're gonna do is you're gonna go up and down. Hence the name up downs. So we're just gonna do 10 of them. So ready, everyone? Get ready to go nice and tight. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So pretty easy. Your legs should kind of feel a little sting. Next one we're gonna do is kind of like the next step from that. So that's like the basic speed skating position work. But now we're going to work a bit more on the actual skating portion. So going back to that position, you're nice and low, Your upper body's low. You're nice. Think about that air trying to go over your back. And you're trying to get as low as you can here. So from here, all I want you to do is you're going to take one step to the side, back around, and then another way. So this is what we call dry skate. So imagine you're skating, but you're just on your floor, and you're going to go back and forth, back and forth. So we're going to do 20 strides. So that's 10 per leg. And we're just going to go back and forth, trying to stay low that whole time. Okay, ready? Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. 1.
Ooh, those look hard, Gil.
2, 3, 4.
I'm wondering
5,
whose legs are burning at home.
6, 8. Halfway there. Or yeah, now halfway there. Keep it going.
Keep going. I think you got Messler at home doing these also.
Mess, I want to see you get a bit lower. You can just get a little bit lower. All right, I think we're at 20 now. Okay, we have one more.
Wait,
exercise.
Gil, are your legs burning? How do these feel for you? You're used to doing these.
Yeah, they're a little bit of sting, but I'm probably a little more used to it, and that's one thing that I think all athletes can have kind of attest to. And one of the lessons I'll take from being an athlete is we're really comfortable with being uncomfortable.
Yeah, totally.
So kind of when that pain starts kicking in, I think that's kind of when we turn on and we start fighting. And, you know, I've been speed skating now for 17 years. So definitely that initial pain or that initial like burn kind of gets me excited and is one of the reasons why I've been doing it for so long. But
yeah, totally.
I'm definitely tired, and you know, I definitely need to work on my fitness a bit because I'm breathing pretty heavy.
Me too. So Ashley said she did it. Ashley did it, and
Good
she's
job,
at home,
Ashley.
and she says it's burning. And Steve says it looks like a little too much volume for a bobsledder like him. I don't know, Steve. I want to see it. Well, Steve, all right, Gil, take it away. Keep going.
Okay. One more activity. This is kind of like a little more fun one. I like, at least. This kind of puts up downs and dry skate together. It's called speed. We just call them speed skating hops. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna get back down in that low position, and all I want you to do is stand on one leg. It's gonna do little hops, side to side. Whoop. Make sure to like stick it, and taking time on each leg, back and forth. You don't have to jump high. You can kind of jump as high as you want. We're just gonna do 10 total. All right, Mess, I want to see you do it too. Okay, here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Last one. All right.
Nice
I'm definitely a little warm. Wearing my hoodie here. But yeah, that's pretty much
awesome.
What a lot of our training is entails. And yeah, that's a little glimpse into the life of a speed skater.
That's awesome, Gil. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you for showing us. Whew, nice. We had a lot of people at home doing it, so I hope you guys are all have your legs burning as well. Nice. Okay, so let's go back to a little more trivia. How does that sound?
Yeah, sounds good.
Sound like a good idea? All right, I'll let you breathe, and I'll throw this trivia question at some people. Okay, guys. So, Gilmore, can you? I was gonna let you breathe, but now I'm asking you a question. Can you tell us about the opening ceremonies? The opening ceremonies of the Olympic Games are pretty fun, right? Can you tell us a little bit about your experience of the opening ceremonies and how the athletes walk into the opening ceremonies of the Olympic Games and the Paralympic Games, both?
Yeah, I mean, the opening ceremonies are such a special moment for the athletes. It's something that I think a lot of us just like dream of. You know, when you're watching the Olympics as a kid, you see the opening ceremonies. And I remember watching as a kid, my favorite thing was always to see what all the athletes came out in from all the countries, especially Canada for sure. But, you know, I think leading up to that day, you get the kit, you're super excited. And then the opening ceremonies is like, they take you through this maze of for like hours. You're like, when are we gonna go? When are we gonna go? And all of a sudden, it's like it starts happening. Everyone's being introduced country by country.
Hmm.
You get the announcers that say, coming up from Canada. And then all of a sudden, I remember in Sochi, we came up this tunnel in Russia, 2014. We came up this tunnel, and all of a sudden, we're in the middle of the stadium, music's blaring, crowds going crazy, and the announcer just said, "From Team Canada." And we're all just in our red. We had our flag bearer with the, our Canadian flag and just waving it. And that was just such a moment that I dreamed of my whole life, and it definitely didn't, let me down. Yeah, so that was super special. We come, yeah, like I said, we come in country by country, and we do it alphabetically. So, but in Russia, it was by the Russian alphabet. So we were actually like one of the last ones, even though Canada starts with a C, and we'd be naturally more like near the beginning. But yeah, definitely, yeah, like I said, one of those moments that you just dream of and never lets you down.
Oh, it's such a cool experience. I loved it
Yeah.
as well. For me, I would say the closing ceremonies were actually my favorite. So you guys, here's our trivia question. So Gilmore just talked to us about the opening ceremonies. Heather is saying she loved watching it. Oh my gosh, it is just the best. But the closing ceremonies, I want to know from you guys, this is our trivia question. How do the athletes walk into the closing ceremonies? So is it in alphabetical order? Is it by medal count? Is it by country, or is it all together? Closing ceremonies. Who has an idea of that one? Let's give everybody a couple seconds at home. I thought the closing ceremonies were so much fun because they're like this huge party, right? Everyone's been training and competing for so many years, and it's just this awesome party with music. And I can remember like these big bouncy balls that were blown up, like falling from the ceiling. It was so cool.
Yeah, no, it's like we compete against, the other countries, and, we're around them so much. They're some of them, are really good friends of ours. And, but at the closing ceremonies, it kind of that works down. We can relax. And I remember like walking in with one of my buddies from the States, and, we're just like arm in arm, we're just hanging out. And, that's one of those moments that I'll always remember.
Yep. So we have a whole bunch of people. And, Olivia, you would think sometimes that it's by medal count, right? Because the cameras are always focusing in on the medal winners. But this actually came from an 11-year-old boy, an Australian actually, who wrote into the International Olympic Committee and said, I don't know why everyone is walking in, by country for the closing ceremonies. Aren't we celebrating the fact that we just had, almost 3 weeks of the world coming together and celebrating for the Olympics and Paralympic Games? So he suggested that everybody walk in together, and that's why we do it now. So awesome job, you guys. Great trivia answers. Elspeth says together as well. All right, so let's see. Guys, last week we had Will and Queen Clay on, right? That was super fun. They did some charades. They did some sport charades, right? And if you guys can remember, we talked about new Summer Olympic sports. So, all right, you guys, I want to know the new Summer Olympic sports that are coming up in Tokyo. Is it pool? Is it Monopoly? Is it rock climbing? Or is it, what's the last one? Cribbage. What's the new Olympic sport? Anyone remember? All right. What do you think? Oh, Heather says that it's really cool that an 11-year-old thought of that. I thought so too. I thought it was so cool. And for me, I mean, the opportunity to all walk in together. I remember walking into the closing ceremonies with friends from China, friends from Australia, of course, friends from Canada. It's just always such a fun thing. And Ashley, you're right. Kids always have the coolest ideas. All right, guys. So what's the next new Summer Olympic sport? Olivia, rock climbing? Olivia's right. Rock climbing. Super cool. Does anyone remember what the other one was? The other one was skateboarding. So Will and Queen did charades on that one as well. All right, you guys. Our time is up. Gil, I really, really appreciate your time with us today. I know there was a question for you, so I want to finish off with this question from Dylan. What does speed skating mean to you?
Oh, that's a really good question. I think for myself, I think one of the reasons I've stayed in the sport for so long is that speed skating is, I guess all sport is such a community of people. And I think that, without my teammates, I wouldn't have had the success that I've had. and my coaches and everyone. And so speed skating to me is such a community that, when I step on the ice, I'm representing, my friends, my family, my sponsors, everyone that's kind of supported me. So that's what speed skating is to me, is that kind of my way to pay everyone back for all the work that they put into me. So, and it's just a joy. I love the sport. It's something that I hope that I can skate for the rest of my life, for sure. Maybe not competitively, but I'm going to be on the ice for the rest of my life. So that's what speed skating is to me. It's like community and just my passion.
Awesome. And I agree. I mean, obviously, I'm not competing at skiing anymore, but I love skiing. I love being able to do it with my friends and family. Yeah, it's awesome. So, Gilmore, thank you so much. Thanks for showing us some of your speed skating movements and playing some trivia with us. We really appreciate it. Everyone at home, please keep putting your questions in. We will get to them. If we missed them, I apologize. And you guys, you can see more videos like this at classroomchampions.org. Thanks so much. We will see you tomorrow for Tasty Tuesday. Thanks, Gil, for being with us today.
Yeah, thanks for having me. See you guys.